nicer chairs than what we have.
Yeah, make yourself as comfortable as you can. I imagine after walking all the time, a rock would probably be comfortable, huh?
Anything's comfortable. Sitting on the guardrails is comfortable. Get a little closer, honey. I don't bite.
October 4th, 2014 at 3:24 p.m. I'll get them focused in. I've met some people on the historic National Road here, traveling through, and I want to introduce you to the Pearsons, and I'll just maybe have a little conversation with them. They can tell us about their journey. I understand you started on the West Coast.
Started in Port Hueneme, California, February 20th. Port Hueneme is northern LA County, near Ventura and Oxnard. Yeah. It's a long way
Is
away.
the picture on Facebook your departure day? Was that taken there? Okay.
Yes. Standing out on the pier over the Pacific Ocean.
And what was the weather like in February there?
It was cool. Not this cool, but it was probably mid-60s.
Well, I've been following you for a short time. I understand you ran into some hail. Was that this morning or yesterday?
Well, we had some sleet this morning.
Okay.
Yeah, a little sleet, a little freezing rain, a little regular rain. Yeah.
So I've got to ask the question, what inspired you to start your walk?
God. He gave this to me in a dream that to walk across the country, and so I woke up from the dream, and the first confirmation that it was real was my wife didn't say, "Well, have a good time." She said, "When do we leave?"
So did you do a lot of planning, or after you got that message, did you just start walking right away?
We did a whole lot of praying after that. We had a lot of debt, so we were praying about that, because I know God didn't want me to welch on my debts. So we prayed about that, and He helped me pay off 2 cars, a motorcycle, another loan, and 5 credit cards in less than a year.
And you've done all that during your walk?
No, before the walk.
Prior to your walk?
Prior to the walk.
I see.
Got all that paid off. And then on February 1st, He healed me of asthma. And we flew out to the Philippines and visited her family for a couple weeks. And then we flew back into LA, and my folks met us out there and took us out there to Port Hueneme and dropped us off.
Well, that's quite a difference in a mode of travel from a jet airplane to walking on foot, isn't it?
It is. It is.
So how many miles per, I guess you'd probably be rating it in miles per day? Is that how you're thinking on your journey?
Yeah, we do about 15 to 20 miles per day. That's why we try and average.
I see.
So.
And today you started in Hebron somewhere, right?
Right.
Okay.
We've done 11 miles so far. We'll probably only do about 4 more and then call it quits.
Okay.
Just because it's been a lot of uphill and it's very cold today.
Well, 4 miles should take you out of Licking County, and you'll be in Muskingum County.
Okay.
But if you stop by the Eagle's Nest Monument when you go by, that's about another mile down the road on the north side.
Okay.
And you can't miss it. It's a big rock.
And you said it's the highest point on...
It's the highest point on the National Road in Ohio.
In Ohio.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm sure you have plenty of hills.
I'm sure we'll see the highest point in Pennsylvania on it too.
Probably. You'll be in good shape by the time you get to those hills.
Yeah, well, we plan on being done in about 5 weeks.
I see.
We want to at least get 100 miles a weekend.
I see.
And we got about 500 miles to go.
So you are what was halfway?
Inman, Kansas, I believe, was about the halfway point.
And when were you there?
That was...
June?
Yeah, it's been a while, yeah. I'm not
You're
sure.
not July.
I don't know, but one of my new best friends lives out there.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, he's one of the guys that we met on the walk.
I would
He's a
imagine
truck
you're meeting
driver.
all kinds of characters and personalities on your walk.
Oh yeah. Yep.
Looks like quite an adventure.
Yep. We've met them from every scope, you know, from business owners to the homeless. So.
Probably all kinds of walks of life too, different accents and
Oh yeah.
heights and weights, and
Yep.
quite a cross section of America, I imagine.
Yep. Quite a few people that have been like, wow, seems like you would have lost more weight on your walk. And because
Well, you
when I started, I was 369 pounds. So I'm down almost 100 pounds.
Do you have a scale? Where do you check in for that now and then?
At the gyms
Okay,
and
I see.
stuff. And
I
then
see.
I weighed in at my sister's house.
Well, cardiovascularly, you have to be in better shape than when you started if you hadn't been training for it, I would imagine.
Yep.
Did you do a lot of preparation physically before you started?
No, we did a lot of working.
Mm-hmm.
So we could get all the bills paid off. And from all the people that I've talked to that have ever walked across the country, all of them have said, don't worry about training, you'll get plenty of it while you're doing it. So,
What's the longest that you've taken a break while you were doing it? Do you get much of time to recover from the...
5 days was the longest. We were there, but we still walked, except for 2 nights. The longest actual break that we had was in Albuquerque for 5 days.
So do you find yourself getting sore, or does that pretty much work out each day?
I end up sore every day.
See,
It hasn't changed that much. I'm still sore every day.
see.
I'm doing a whole lot better now with the shoes that I'm wearing now. I'm wearing some Skechers with memory foam.
Have you
That
worn?
has made a world of difference.
Have you worn out some shoes?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, this is pair number 8.
Wow.
So she's on pair number 4.
So how did you figure out? I know you have a cart. How did you? I'm sure you're limited on what you can take with you for weight and everything, practical reasons. But how did you figure out what you needed to take with you to? Or are you learning as you go?
It's been hit or miss. We've had some stuff and gotten rid of it and gotten other things.
See.
Yeah, I have one card too.
She used to have a cart.
So you've lightened your load a little bit from when you started.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
gave it to him.
Yeah, most of the stuff that was on her cart ended up on mine.
I see.
But I didn't want her to have to push a cart up the mountains in Pennsylvania because it's just too much.
Uh-huh.
You know, I'm gonna put this back on. It's chilly.
Oh, speaking of chili, I wanted to, since you're going through our township, I'm sure you layering probably help a little bit. That's a t-shirt with our township's logo on it.
Oh, cool.
Maybe it's fit with you, Mike.
But,
Probably fit
so
you
how
better.
do you do that? Do you do like hikers do on your layer, so if you sweat a whole lot, you can still stay dry, or how do you plan out your clothing for the day? With the weather changing, it's probably
right
tough.
now we're limited on clothing. So she's layered. She's got
See.
2 jackets on and a shirt.
That's an extra large, so it should go over top.
Yeah. I only have my walk.
I saw that.
Across
I saw you
America
wearing that. I hope you have several of those. The same one.
Yeah. Well, I have a few of those,
See.
but I'm just wearing that and this jacket, and
Okay.
that's pretty much all I'll wear for the rest of the trip.
That's probably
Always sweating.
you're probably heading into some cold days from
Yeah.
imagine.
Yeah. But normally this is my jacket. This is my winter jacket.
See.
I know for most people that would be like, that's not a winter jacket. But I'm sweating like crazy.
Are
right
you
now.
from California?
No.
Well, I was just wondering what winter was like for you. What does winter mean to you normally?
Santa Fe, New Mexico.
Okay.
And so we have days.
Well, that's a winter jacket for New Mexico then.
Well, we get 13 below.
You do. Wow.
Yeah, we had 13 below
Wow.
a couple years ago, and
Wow. So
it froze pipes in the house and all that stuff.
is that an unusual thing?
Yeah, that was unusual, but
Okay.
I was still in this jacket. So
Yeah, he doesn't get cold that much.
yeah, it takes a
have a
whole
jacket.
lot to get me cold. And then pushing that cart, I'm staying active, so you know.
But
as
you
long
have
as
something
I'm
to stay
moving.
dry, though. You assume you have ponchos or something to
We
stay
do have
dry.
ponchos, and yeah, I had to take mine off because it got too hot. But
See? I imagine you have to stay hydrated pretty well, too.
yeah, oh
You're
yeah.
probably burning a lot of calories during, especially the hot days, I would imagine.
It is the worst
Yeah,
one.
we've gotten up to 102 degrees with the heat index of like
106.
110. Yeah, a couple times. It was hot, and then there was no breeze. You know, with the humidity and all that stuff. Yeah, it was rough. Yeah.
Well, this historic section of the National Road, I've been fortunate enough to run into people. We had a man with his son that traveled all the way down the road in a covered wagon, and I managed to meet him at the Eagle's Nest.
That's
I didn't see Perry when there's a man that's running. I talked to you about him earlier. He's heading the other direction, and in 40 some days he's trying to run coast to coast. You might want to check him out on your Facebook.
That's a long way to go in 40 days.
I can't even relate to the drive, let alone the walk or the run. Or on a horse.
Yeah, I mean 40 days to run it.
I may be wrong. It might be like 45 days. It's on his website.
Yeah, even if it was 50 days, it's still a long way to go. Because I mean that's less than 2 months.
He's doing like a marathon a day, or more probably.
That's more than a marathon.
What is that?
a day.
26 miles.
Yeah, that's only 26 miles.
We saw him travel through here, and it wasn't till that. I thought it was a little odd. We see people run all the time. My wife and daughter run and son run, but it was just kind of odd. Then I found out what he was doing, and he was traveling through.
Yeah.
But he's making it every day, from what I can tell.
Wow.
So if
He
you,
has a lot of energy.
Yeah, I don't know how you could do that.
so when you get to your destination, are you going to turn around and walk back?
No.
No.
Do you have a plane?
If I do, she's not doing it with
I'm
me.
not
She's
doing
already
it
said.
Oh, you've thought about it. Maybe doing that.
I've thought about it, but I really don't want to if I don't have to.
To time the weather would probably be difficult too, wouldn't it?
Yeah, going back across those mountains in the snow.
Oh boy.
Yeah, because we won't be done probably until
November 15th.
November 15th. So it's gonna be.
So you're
Already
probably
cold.
be spending Thanksgiving at home then, or back?
Going back here in Ohio.
Oh, Ohio.
Yeah, we're gonna come back here to Troy, Ohio, and meet up with my sister Karen,
See,
and then we're gonna ride with her to Indianapolis and have Thanksgiving with the whole family, my mom and dad, and both my sisters and their families. And then we'll ride back to New Mexico with my parents, because we all live in Santa Fe. So.
that'll seem like warp speed probably for you by your standards now, right?
Oh yeah, yeah. We'll probably do a bus going back. So
Oh, that's neat.
We'll still be on the ground.
Neat. Well, it looks like you have quite a few followers on your page.
Yeah.
When you started out,
So,
what was it?
then,
Did people know you were going to do it before you started, or did they been finding out
yeah,
more?
there
as
was
you...
a lot of people that knew we were going to do it beforehand, but
because we had 10 or the 20 before we started.
yeah, I think we might have actually made 100 before the actual start of the walk.
I see. Well, that's gone way up.
Yeah.
That's just from word of mouth, people seeing what you're doing, and
That and we
being
pass
motivated.
out cards as we go.
Okay.
And then people share it on their Facebook, so then other people go, oh wow, that looks cool, and then they check it out.
Well, I assume you're able to see those things. You must have a phone. I'm glad you saw the sign that we got up for you.
Yeah.
So-
Yeah, so we'll be looking for it when we go across.
So you're taking a lot of pictures with your phone as you go.
Yes.
Well, if you would take a picture of that sign so I can show that
I'm
off.
gonna take a picture.
Oh yeah,
of
we'll have it in there, and then I'll
Good.
stand next to it too,
Good.
and I'll
Good.
get one with her next to it. So,
that is
and if
so
there's somebody anywhere nearby, we'll have them do both of us. But
Well, I don't know how long it'll take you to get there. You got a hill or two till you get there.
I saw that. Yeah,
Because you have to make it 12 months.
yeah, we've still got to make it a little ways.
Yeah, Brownsville is probably, I'm gonna guess 2 miles. I don't think with walking, so a mile or two is not much different. But
Yeah, yeah, most people.
it's just a
don't
little
have
bit down the road, but it might be a long way if you're walking.
Yeah, people will say, well, yeah, it's just a couple minutes down the road. I'm like, yeah, a couple minutes.
It's 65 miles an hour, right?
A couple minutes in the car. Yeah, and then we've had people say, oh yeah, you've only got like 2 miles to go.
Right.
Come to find out it's 15.
Well, when I met you earlier, I thought, boy, it wasn't that far off, but
Yeah,
I knew it might take you an hour. It took you a little over an hour to get from Linville Church down here.
yeah, those are some steep hills.
Yeah, you don't feel the hills either in the car. Not quite
Yeah,
like
you don't feel those hills in the car.
Right.
No, you feel it in the wallet because all that gas
Right.
money you're spending going up
True.
those hills. But yeah,
Or on a bike, I feel it.
yeah, there was a guy that rode through here on a bike just ahead of us.
The fellow that beeped at you as you went down, he probably saw it on Facebook. He's one of my neighbors down there. So I've been trying to get the word out. Hey, these people are coming through our area. So,
Cool. Yeah, well, hopefully they'll be following us too. We're trying to get as many likes as we possibly can to, really get the word spread because we really want to start a ranch for the homeless when this is finished.
now, do you have a location for that, or
Not yet.
ideas of where you want it to be?
Not yet. My wife's kind of leaning towards Ohio now, and we were originally leaning towards Kansas. But
So is
Yeah,
that
wherever-
you're scoping out the properties as you walk?
yeah, kind of. But
Well, tell me more about that before you get going.
what we want to do is buy a very large property that we can set up a small town
Okay.
where we can have some small businesses, a little small hotel, small restaurant, small mechanic shop, and art gallery, and all these different things, so we can train the homeless in different fields.
I see.
So that way they'll be ready for the workforce out in the world. And then we're also going to have them build their own small micro homes on the trailers. I don't know if you've ever heard of those or not, but
I've seen some different kinds.
yeah. And so that way they can live in those. And then when they leave,
That take their home with them.
they can take their home with them.
I see.
They'll never have to be homeless again because they'll have that.
Mhm.
And we're hoping that we can buy some small properties near towns
Okay.
where they can find work. So when they leave, they can actually take that home to that property and stay there until they've
See.
got enough money together to be able to move into a big house, or
So it'd probably be somewhere in a rural area then,
yeah,
most likely.
yeah.
See.
Yeah, we want them far away from everybody else, at least to start,
See.
at the ranch.
See.
So that way they don't have access to drugs, alcohol, their friends won't come see them because it's too far. That kind
I
of
see.
thing.
So are there programs out there like that you know of, or would this be something that's never really been done before?
I don't think it's ever really been done before.
See.
I know that there's programs out there that allow them to come and be housed while
I
they're
see.
looking for work and stuff like that. But most of them are near cities and stuff. This one, they're going to be far away from everything.
So it'll be pretty unique.
Yes.
Isn't it
Yeah.
neat?
And we're not going to turn away the mentally challenged and stuff like some of them do, because they can't deal with schizophrenia or handicaps or that kind of stuff.
So you're going to have, do you have people that are trained and have knowledge in those areas that'll be able to help you do that?
We have some people that are interested in coming in and helping us with that. So.
And I assume you're finding more as you get the word out.
Yes.
That's wonderful.
And we've even got people that are willing to come out and plant fields for us and help us get started doing that. So the homeless can actually grow their own food and raise their own animals and all that stuff, because one of the things that most of the homeless don't have is responsibility.
So you want to find ways to empower them, help them learn and be able to be empowered.
Yeah, because most of them feel like they're worthless, and as they can see that they can do stuff, it makes them feel like, hey, I am worth it.
And this is a community that you'll be creating where they can contribute to that community and start there.
Yep. And they'll have home ownership because they'll be building their own home. The other advantage to that is they'll also know how to fix it if something breaks because they built it.
Right.
So.
Yeah, we live in a throwaway society, don't we? People don't fix things anymore like they used to.
Yeah. Even the homes. I mean, as we've walked, there's a whole bunch of homes along this road that there's nobody living in and that are just falling apart.
Right.
And it's sad.
There's homeless homes and people without homes.
There's peopleless homes and homeless people.
Right.
So it would be nice to be able to get them together.
Right. Well, I'm sure glad you took the time, and I know my mom would be thrilled and disappointed at the same time, because I sit on this porch and we see people travel to 40 and talk. We have lemonade in the summer and good old-fashioned talks. She'd have loved to have been here, but at least there'll be a video of you on her porch, and I know she'll love seeing that. So.
Yeah, where are they at?
My mom's working today.
She's working, okay.
And my dad was doing some business, so, but he said I could use his porch, which is good.
Okay, all right.
Right. I hope that I haven't slowed you down too much.
Oh no, we'll get in our other 4 miles, and it's been nice to have a good break. Because it's been so cold, we've only sat for a couple minutes at a time. We don't.
Because we had to use 30 minutes.
How do you manage your food? Do you do it like a hiker would? Do you eat small meals during the day, or how do you plan out?
We don't plan.
You don't?
No. Although I do know what we're going to be having tonight.
Okay. What's your typical meal, or or does it change every day? It depends on where you're walking.
It changes a lot depending on where we're at. But tonight
we had the Alfredo, chicken Alfredo.
Yeah, we'll be having chicken Alfredo tonight.
Is that from your last stop? From Clay's Cafe, or
no? We'll make it.
You have a destination point tonight, then?
We're gonna make it.
Oh, you're gonna make it?
Yeah, we have burners.
Yeah, we have a burner.
A little propane?
Yeah, okay. It's a butane.
So it'll be a warm meal?
Yeah.
Okay.
So we already have the noodles and water and all that stuff, and then we buy the ragu Alfredo sauce.
Okay.
And we use canned chicken.
How much water do you have to carry every day? Or you just...
right now we're only doing 2 gallons. When we went through the desert, 17 gallons.
Wow.
143 pounds of water.
Have you had to change your tires on your cart too?
Oh, yeah.
Is that...
Yeah. In fact, I'm having my sister mail me one of the tires from her cart to Claysville, Pennsylvania.
See.
Because
you just get with the postmaster of where you're going to be going, or just send it to that post office?
Actually, I'm going to call one of the churches.
I see.
I'll try them tomorrow, but early. And then if I can't get a hold of them, I'll call them on Monday.
See.
and see if I can get a hold of the pastor and see if it's okay if we have it sent there.
I see.
But
Well, at least it's good you can stay communicated with Facebook and things. You're never out of touch with getting a hold of somebody.
yeah, we can get a hold of people. So we got phones, so we can call and talk to people. So
You must be able to post a little bit as you're traveling.
every day.
I don't do the little typing on a little pad. I have to have a keyboard.
You have the little one.
Yeah, yeah. I actually do most of the
Oh, you're the
posting.
okay.
Yeah, she doesn't do it for me. She corrects my spelling.
Okay. Well, that's good. Well, hopefully I have you in focus here. This is a new camera for me, but it looks pretty good in the viewer. Well, good luck to you. It sounds like you've got a nice warm meal at the end of the day.
And we're looking forward to it. Well, I am. Yes, I'll make dinner tonight if you'd like to. And
So you're
it's on camera, so you can. You'll be able to hold
So
it to it.
you take turns on tasks like that as you go?
Most of the time, she does the cooking.
See.
So
Have you come up with any new recipes on the road that I guess if you have
those
propane you can
green
do
beans
just
were really good. Because we got fresh green beans
Oh,
and
yeah.
tomatoes and stuff.
They give it.
Yeah.
The people in Kansas or Missouri just giving us food, fresh food. So
Yeah.
You've been
It's-
carrying it all the way from Kansas?
Well, we've been carrying. We carry food with us all the time,
Yeah.
but we get fresh food from people
I see.
occasionally.
I see.
Actually, in Indianapolis is where we kept getting all the tomatoes
I have tomatoes.
because everybody's tomatoes were ripe. So
Right.
everybody was selling them on the side of the road, but they'd see us walk by. Would you like some tomatoes?
Yeah, you missed us by a month or so. This
Yeah.
porch is a canning area for my parents when the tomatoes come on. But
I think
so-
that last month too. That's the one that we're in Indiana.
Yep. You look really big in that shirt. Is it warm?
so you have a way to have warm beverages too then? You have a thermos or something you keep? Or you're just
we
starting
can
to
boil
get in?
water and stuff if we want. But most of the time we don't have warm beverages. I like cold beverages.
Well, I don't know how long it'll take me to get this up, but I do have a YouTube station too, so I'll probably put it there. I don't know how long it'll take because this is a new camera. I don't know.
All right.
I'll probably Murphy's Law will probably kick in as far as making it work, but we'll get it up there.
All right. Well, you'll have to send us a link so that way we can.
Yeah, I'll do that. I know it works because the picture went out there. I can probably do the same thing with the video.
All right.
But you're welcome to relax as long as you want. I don't want to mess you up or anything.
Oh, you're not messing us up. Are you about ready though? We do got to get in some more miles. And obviously we have another hill or two to go before we start going downhill.
Yeah, you'll want to stop and get yourself a picture at the Eagle's Nest.
All
You
right.
can't miss that.
No, we
And then-
won't miss that. Now the old
And you can
man-
read all about it because there's a sign there.
Is there?
Yes, it tells you all about it.
All right. Well, we'll take a picture of it too. The sign. That's what we normally do. Because I don't know how many.
Are you pretty good at doing the selfies? Do you put your arm out this way and get you both in? Or?
Yep. I always make sure her head's closer to the camera. Otherwise, I look massive and she looks tiny.
Well,
I
that
mean, I
shirt
realize
that
that's-
shirt will make her look bigger.
The shirt is so.
It works though. That doesn't go fit me. Not for another.
Another couple hundred miles, huh?
Yeah, I'd have to walk back to California.
Do you physically feel different now than when you started? With
Oh,
the,
yeah.
With the asthma, you said you had that had gone away before you started the walk, or was it?
It went away before I started the walk. We actually carried around a gallon-sized bag of asthma pumps before we made it to Albuquerque, but I never opened it.
Oh,
So
just in case you needed them.
yeah.
Oh, okay.
You know, I've had asthma all my life, so
Wow.
you know, 360-pound guy pushing a 300-pound cart up mountains. You figure he's going to have an asthma attack when he's had asthma all his life.
So far, so good, huh?
I haven't had a single one.
That's
So,
great.
Yep. That was confirmation number 3 that I was doing the right thing. So, yeah.
Well, I'll walk over there with you.